Pretty good, man. Thank you for taking the time out to do this. I really appreciate it.
Yeah. Anytime.
Yeah, man. So start with giving the people a little bit of intro about yourself, about like even your amateur career and like where you are in the pros right now.
Um, so talk about first my amateur career.
Yeah, like just give your like your whole boxing career basically, like some notable names you beat in the amateurs who may be in the pros right now, and also like where you are in the pros as well.
Oh yeah. Well, I had a record of 167 wins, 11 losses, with 60
Hmm.
knockouts in the amateurs. I
Hmm.
was a five-time national champion. Um, I beat I beat a lot of top fighters in the amateurs. Names of Gary Russell, names of Richardson Hitchens. Um, who else? Juliana Francisco. A whole bunch of top names I beat in the amateurs, and now they're successful pros.
Hmm.
I'm an undefeated pro right now at 12-0 with 10 knockouts,
Hmm.
fighting November 17th at the MGM Spring Casino for an NBA title
Hmm.
for my 13th win.
And who's the opponent you're going after on the 17th of November?
Yeah. His name is Suleiman Sigdawa. I don't know if I pronounced it right. He has
Hmm.
11 wins, one loss before knockouts. Tough competitor. He just beat a undefeated prospect 10-0, knocked him out I think in the sixth or seventh
Hmm.
round. So he's the legit fighter that's coming to win.
Oh, okay, that's cool. What do you know? What country he from or anything like that?
I think like Uganda or something like that.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Like I've been like looking at your social media and stuff like that, and I'd be seeing you were like training with like some heavy guys. Like you had I saw Boo Boo Andrade, I saw Daniel Jacobs, I saw Devin Haney. What was that like in that camp?
Well, that was a great experience. Being in that camp with Demetrius Andre, Devin Haney, and Daniel Jacob was a good experience. I can't lie. I learned a lot in that camp. It showed me that I'm at that top level because I've seen that there's a lot of things that they do that I also do back at home. So it was a good experience being out there with those fighters.
Now, I know Boo Boo personally, and I always say to myself, like, well, this guy, he's the real deal. He just needs a chance to prove himself. What kind of things did you learn from him in seeing what he does and seeing how he fights, seeing how he spars and stuff?
Um, the best that I could take from Booba is his confidence that he has going in the ring, his ring generalship that he has, and basically his confidence, his will to go in there and get the job done.
Hmm.
He's a talented fighter, man. So he's a gifted fighter
Yeah,
overall.
for sure. For sure. Who else do you think right now, like it can be an up and comer, it can be guys who are where you are like or established guys, I should say. Who else do you think is like up there, guys that you watch, guys that you're like, man, this guy has the goods. Who else would you say?
Um, that upcoming fighters, I could say Devin Haney. Devin Haney, he's a
Hmm.
solid fighter. Being sharing the ring with him, sparring with him numerous of
Hmm.
times. He's a talented fighter.
Hmm.
Carlos Barderas, I've been seeing him. He's coming up high. Also, my Teofimo Lopez. There's a lot of young prospects that I see that are coming up that are doing good, and I know um, they will make some noise in the program. Well, they're making noise now, but in the long run, they'll be a star.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
also myself.
Of course, absolutely. Now, I must ask this because I saw a video of you saying it. There's another up and coming prospect. He talks a lot, but there's a lot to be desired in what he does. What do you have to say about like Ryan Garcia and the way that he's being managed at Golden Boy? As like a talker more so than being impressive.
Indeed. I for Ryan Garcia. he I can't take nothing away from him. He's doing what he has to do. He's a marketing
Mm-hmm.
himself. Golden Boy is doing a great job. Getting him the right opponents. But he's gonna be a star because they're gonna carry him the right way. But
Mm-hmm.
there's levels, and I don't consider him to be one of the top prospects the way I consider myself. I consider
Mm-hmm.
Devin Haney,
Mm-hmm.
Teofimo Lopez, these
Mm-hmm.
upcoming fighters, Carlos Barderos, Renato Gomez. I don't
Mm-hmm.
consider him to be on that level. I feel his fighting skills. I don't feel his fighting skills is up there.
Yeah, for sure. I feel you.
But I do give him credit for the marketing. He's doing the way he's doing the right thing. I can't take nothing away from him. He's getting the right fights. He's being the right people.
Exactly.
He put ass in the seat. So
yeah.
He's doing a good job at that.
Yeah.
But skill wise, I don't feel like he's up there at that level with us.
Now, if you like could describe your style of fighting, how would you describe your style of fighting?
My style of fighting, I'm a boxer puncher, man. I move very well. I hurt a lot of people. Also I work in the inside. I could adapt to any style, but I feel like I'm a good boxer puncher. I could hurt you any second of the round, and I could also outbox you.
Oh, okay, cool. Who did you watch to like shape your style up, basically?
Well, that comes into a lot of fighters. I took so much from so many different fighters. I took fighters as in Mike Tyson, Erislandy Lara, Sugar Ray Leonard, Maurice Hagler, a whole bunch of fighters. I took a lot of their good benefits. Tito Trinidad.
Yeah.
And I put it into my arsenal, into my style, and then I created me, Supernova.
Yeah. I'm surprised you said Erislandy Lara because he's one of my favorite fighters too. But a lot of people will say, he's boring but they don't realize how much he does. He does a lot.
He's actually in this time right now. He's my favorite fighter.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, for sure, absolutely. Yeah. Now, you being of Puerto Rican and Dominican heritage, do you feel that you're going to be that next guy to like take the mantle from Miguel Cotto? Because there's been a lot of guys who are kind of like scratching the fence and they're not really delivering on that.
Well, on that. I feel like I'm gonna be the new face of Puerto Rico and Dominican Republic. I feel like I'm the only one that's doing it big. That showing the true power and showing the true culture. So I feel like I'll be the new face, and a lot of people are gonna recognize me. They're gonna see me in the next year or so when I be a legit contender fighting for world title.
Yeah, that'll be good. And so eventually would you want to like once you get that world title shot, do you see yourself becoming undisputed? Because like a lot of these people right now, what they're doing is they're getting a belt and then they're jumping divisions,
I'm still growing, so I don't know how long I'll hold 120, 126 or 130. But I would try to unify to be undisputed world champion. And a lot of times I see a lot of fighters, they move up because the fight doesn't happen because the promoters are not trying to put their fighters together and make the fight happen. So that's the main reason. If it was easy for them to fight each each other, I'm pretty sure they'll make it happen. But it's getting tough in the business of boxing of gathering the promoters and putting shows together for their fighter to fight somebody else with the title.
Yeah, I want to ask you about that because I'm looking at it and I'm seeing that there's a lot. Like for example, in the middleweight division, there's a lot of talent in that division, and I'm like, why don't these guys fight each other? You got a guy like Triple G who doesn't have a fight. You got a guy like Jermall Charlo who doesn't have a fight. So there shouldn't be any problem for these guys to fight each other. But instead, you got Jermall Charlo fighting this guy from Poland, I think. And then you got Triple G trying to look for a fight with another guy that nobody's really ever heard of.
Yeah.
You know, what do you think of that? Like, because it's happening a lot now, you know?
It happens because it has to make sense. The money has to be right, and these promoters, they if they want their fighter to fight somebody, they want their fighter to fight somebody in their own promotion, so the title could stay in their own promotion.
Yeah.
They're taking a risk by fighting a different promotion, and if their fighter lose, well, that title will go to another promotion. You feel me? So that's why
Yeah.
that happens a lot. Unless there's a lot of money involved, and that's the only way they'll make it happen.
So that's the thing. So once the title goes to the different promotion, let's say their fighter lost, that means revenue goes to that promoter as well, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
And then that promoter, he'll have his fighters fight the guy that has the title and defend, and his fighter defend it, and then that title will stay in his promotion. His fighter, his fighters will fight, and that's how they do it. But unless it's a big fight like a Triple G Canelo, that's when they'll collide and make it happen, like that, or like a, you feel me?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
why the Errol Spence and the Errol Spence and Crawford fight, it's gonna be hard to happen because that's top.
Yeah.
That's Al Heyman and whoever wins. I mean, whoever they're unified and it's gonna be tough,
Yeah, and that's what I was about to say too, because you look at Terrence Crawford, he's fighting Benavidez, and that's another in-house top ranked guy, you know what I mean? And then when you look at Errol Spence, he was saying, let me clean up my side of the block and then I'll go see yours. Meaning, and to me, what that translated to is let me fight fighters in my stable, and then I can see about fighting you.
Yes.
You know, and so yeah, it's crazy. Now, as far as your promoting situation, does it give you flexibility to like fight on different networks and stuff like that?
So the promoters I'm with, that's why I told you promoters I could fight on a top rank card, I could fight on a Golden Boy card, I could fight on a Heyman card, I could fight with any card because my promoters they're in the business with all these promotions, so I could fight in any card. So I could fight anybody that has the title right now. Once I get ranked because the way my promotion is set up.
And that's a good move. I mean, do you think that would be the look for boxers down the line? So we would like get more of the fights that we want.
Yeah, because now everybody, now I feel like that was the best move for myself because a lot of fighters they try to get signed by these big names, top rank, Golden Boy, but then they're gonna be stuck there. It's gonna be hard to title unless there's somebody in that promotion that has the title. So I went with somebody who gave me the same numbers that those top promoters will give their fighters. I got the same numbers that they got in their contract, and I'm also free to fight in any promotion for any title or for whatever reason.
That's a good move. It almost kind of reminds me of like in the rap industry, like what people do is they'll sign to a major label, and then once they sign to a major label, they're stuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas if you have a guy who has a distribution deal with the label, and he has his own thing going on, then there's a bit of flexibility. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's that honestly, that's what I think a lot of these guys should do because I mean, it's besides the Wilder and Fury fight, I can't see any other big fights right now on the horizon. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Same.
And who do you have in that fight actually winning?
I have man, I really want Tyson Fury to win. I like Tyson Fury. But I don't know, man. That heavyweight division, that power that Wilder brings, and that unexpected and that creativity style he has, you don't know what's gonna come. It'll be dangerous for Fury, but I could see Fury pulling it off. But I'm edging towards Wilder to win by like a 51% chance, and then I got Fury for 49. But I feel like it's gonna be really close.
Yeah, for sure, absolutely.
Because that's a fight where you say styles makes fight, and that's two different styles. And I know that
it really
Wilder
is.
haven't seen a style like Fury that's long like him, that can move around and that could box, and that could pick his points and probably beat him. But he just can't get caught.
You're right. You're right. You're absolutely right. It's a complete opposite style, Now, what do you think of? There's another heavyweight, and do you think? And I want your thoughts on him because apparently he was supposed to have a fight, but now he's not having a fight anymore, and that's Luis Ortiz. Do you think they're trying to like basically wait until this guy has a walking cane to fight him?
Honestly, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah, because you see these guys, they say they're calling him out and stuff like that, but then all of a sudden something happens and the guy goes in a different direction. You know what I mean? Yeah. Now, will your fight be televised? Will we be able to catch?
They told me it's gonna be televised, but I don't know what's the it's gonna be like in a stream, and then this is gonna be televised in a channel, but in Canada.
Okay.
They still haven't told me yet. I guess I'll find out next week what's the channel, what's the stream, but it's always live. I always put my fight live on my Facebook.
Okay, cool.
It's gonna be streamed and live in some type of channel. Once they let me know, I'm gonna put it out there so they could work on it and they can also tune in and watch me.
Okay. Now, what your Facebook page, is it like a fan page or something like that?
It's a fan page, Supernova TV.
Okay, Supernova TV. All right, and do you have any last words, and do you want to give like your plugs for the social media so the people can follow you?
Yeah, I'm gonna let everybody know that Abraham Supernova. I'm the next big thing coming. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram, Abraham Nova 22, Twitter, Abraham Nova 22, and Facebook, Supernova TV, and also Abraham Nova. I'm the next 130 pounder world champion. Make sure you guys follow me.
Okay. Listen, man, I really appreciate this very much, and good luck on your next fight. I know you're gonna get him out of there pretty quickly.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate it, man.
All right, take it easy.
Take care. Bye-bye.
All right, bye.